to talk about our first experience with an RV.
Yes.
First experience we had, what was it? 15. It was in 2006, I believe.
Yep.
And we decided that we were going to buy a toy hauler.
Yes.
26-foot tow behind.
Yep.
We were going to go buy some quads, go out to the desert. We lived in Arizona at the time.
Yep.
Do a little quadding.
Overnight weekend trips.
Yeah, we had some friends who were doing it. We thought, well, that'd be kind of fun.
Yep.
So we went into the dealer, and it was a local dealer. We went in and we looked at him. Didn't know anything about him.
No, kind of told them what we were looking for.
And said what we want to do. Well, they pointed us, I think, to maybe we looked at one.
Yeah,
or maybe
two. Maybe one or two, yeah.
Maybe a really tall one or a really long one. But they pointed us to one, and because we had a conversion van at the time. It was a 1500, so it could only tow 7,500, or actually I think it was 5,000 pounds is what it was supposed to tow. And of course we didn't really know that at the time. We just said, this is what we have to tow it with. We want something that we can tow. So I think it took us about 2 or 3 hours to just buy one. We just kind of picked one out and bought it.
Yep, we came back, I think, like the next day to pick it up.
Yep, and they said, we'll get it ready. We came back to pick it up. They didn't show us anything about it, didn't show us how to operate it. They basically said, here you go.
Good luck.
Hooked it on the back, and we towed it back to the house.
Yep.
We went for our first trip with that. It was an overnight. We said, we'll go one night.
Yep.
And we'll just see how it is. So we're all excited. We hooked it up to the van. Yep. We started heading out of town. We headed up the first hill, and the van motor started sputtering, and it barely made it up to the top of the hill. It was like 15 miles an hour. We had a line of cars behind us.
So embarrassing.
And the thing's weaving all over the road.
Any wind or a big semi going by.
Oh, it was miserable. And so fortunately, we only had to drive about 5 or 6 miles.
Yeah, it was real close.
And so we parked it on the desert. We were going to run on the generator if we needed to. We set everything up, set all our camping gear out, got it leveled, and then we took basically the minimum: a little bit of food, a little bit of
water and stuff,
drink,
nothing
whatever.
too.
So it got dark, and we said, "Okay, good deal."
Okay.
So we turned the lights on. Turned on the lights. As soon as we turned on the lights, everything went dark. Everything, all the power went out.
This isn't right.
So we brought a flashlight. So we looked around, found it was a burned out fuse. So we said, okay, best thing we can do is just unhook the truck, go back to the house, and grab some fuses. Yep. But we didn't have anything to put the tongue of the toy hauler on. So we had to search around the desert at night.
At night, which isn't good. You got snakes, scorpions.
Yeah, we looked at
critters.
We finally found some rocks, some big rocks, so we stacked them up, we piled them up.
And teetered that on there.
And we teetered it on the side. We thought for sure it was going to fall.
Oh, yeah.
And so I stayed there, I watched it. You went in and grabbed some fuses.
Yep.
And we put the new fuses in. All lights popped on. Good deal.
Great. Really cool.
So I think we had a pretty good night after that.
Yeah.
We slept out there. The bed wasn't very comfortable, but but we did pretty well. It was a good first trip. And so the second trip we went for I think 2 days.
2 days, yeah.
And we
had fuses.
We had fuses. We had a little bit of everything. That trip went pretty well, other than the pulling it out there was a problem too. But once again, it was only like 10 miles.
Yep. Then that we had filled with water and everything because we didn't know how much we're going to use.
Yeah, and we had everything filled. So of course it was weaving all over the road. And we said, well, we got back from that trip. We said, that's enough of that. And we realized that our van could not haul even.
No.
I think full it was like 7,500 pounds.
Yeah.
Not to mention that once you put all the quads in there, all the weight is behind the rear wheels.
Yep.
So that's what was causing it, because we had a anti-sway bar.
Yeah, we bought everything to make it better.
Distributing hitch, we did everything, and we could not get it from weaving all over the road.
No.
So we ended up going down buying a Ford F-250 with a V10.
Yeah.
And we towed it with that, and of course that pulled it.
Yeah, that was better.
We could pull it
still blew all over.
But it still weaved all over when you got it loaded. When it wasn't loaded, it was fine.
Yep.
Even you could have drove it, but I don't think you ever did.
No.
You were scared of it.
It was too big. It was too scary.
So then we had it for I think a couple months.
Yep.
And then we decided to go out one night when it was fall. It was
Yep.
getting colder. And we said, okay, well, we'll just run the heater. We got the generator.
Yeah, we got all
It
the
had,
stuff.
it had a generator that was gas powered. And so we get out there, and it starts to get cold at night. We're like,
Yep.
no problem.
No
Let's fire that generator up. We fired the generator up. We fired the heater up. It sounded like
Oh my
jet
gosh.
engines
was
inside
so
the place.
loud, you couldn't sleep.
You couldn't even think it was so
No,
loud. I mean,
no.
it was so noisy. We were just like, how are we ever going to sleep
Yeah.
in this? And so we didn't get much sleep that night.
No, and you're exhausted from going out riding the trails all day in the quads.
Oh yeah,
and stuff.
you'd come home and all of a sudden it's like two jet engines just blowing right in your ears.
Yeah, you're like,
it
oh,
was-
this is not good.
So we said, all right, we got a fix for that. We're going to take our Honda generator,
Yep.
we have a little Honda, and we're going to plug it in, and we're going to move it out away from the toy hauler. So the next trip, we did that,
Yep.
and we ran it about probably 50 yards out. Heavy-duty extension cords, ran it in
Yeah.
there, got some space
Yeah,
heaters.
space heaters. Those were
Didn't
great.
didn't run the loud heater,
No.
and put them in there, and that worked good.
Yeah, that was
worked
good.
So we didn't use the generator much. So over a course of a couple months, when we went to, I tried to start it up like once every month at least.
Yeah.
And I went to start it one month, and of course it didn't start.
Nope.
Well, I didn't know what was going on with it. I thought, it was shot or something. So I took it to a generator repair person who specialized in RV generators.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, your generator's bad. You gotta just
Gotta
throw
buy a
it
new
away and
one.
buy a new one, which is like $4,000. And I'm like, okay. And so we bought a new one. A month later, it did the same thing.
Yep.
So I said, hold on here. I'm going to look at that. So I opened it up. I pulled the carb out, and the carb was all clogged up because of the fuel.
The fuel
The
gets.
ethanol in the fuel.
Yep.
Because we were using fuel with ethanol in it.
Yep.
And we didn't know that.
Nope.
But all it was is the carb was clogged up.
Yep. I saw the first
So
time when
the
it
guy,
was.
the guy ripped us off, charged us $4,000.
Yep, for like
Put
a
in, I don't even know.
$200 fix.
And he probably
at
just
best.
he probably just cleaned
He
the carb.
just-
He
he
probably didn't
rebuilt
put
it.
in. Yeah, he probably didn't put in a new generator or anything. But so that was the first time we ever got ripped off in the RV industry.
Yes.
But the first time, not the last.
No.
So then after that, we I think we used it a couple more times. But it was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It did not tow well. We were afraid to take it
Yeah, we
more than
couldn't.
30 miles.
Yeah, because we wanted to go a long distance and go out for long weekends, but we couldn't. It
Yeah.
was too stressful to haul.
Yeah, we had fun doing it, but of course we couldn't use the shower because it was way too small.
No.
And so we basically just took it out, used it during the day.
Yep, had lunch in there, had a
Lunch.
restroom.
Yep, and then we took it back, but we never went more than 30 miles because we
No.
were just deathly afraid.
Yep.
And so then we ended up selling that after about, I think we had it for maybe a year total.
Yep.
But we probably only used it for 4 months.
Yeah.
And it sat there. We sold it for less than half of what we paid
Yep.
for it, and it was brand new. I mean, not a mark on it, not
No.
a scratch on it, nothing.
It was beautiful.
So whoever bought it got a really good
Well, they
deal
did.
on it.
Actually, they remarked to me one day, they're like, I remember your house. We bought your toy hauler from you. That was a heck of a deal.
Yeah, it was, but we just had to get rid of it because
We don't want the carb to go bad
the
again.
generator would be a bad deal. So so that was our first experience with any type of an RV, and it
We
was
learned a lot.
We liked it, but we would never do it again.
No.
And that's what we kind of decided. And until about, what was it, 10 years after that?
Yeah, 10 years after.
10 years after that, then we ended up with another one.
Yeah.
And we'll go through that story on our next video.
Yep. Thanks for watching.